Welcome back to my channel, friends. Today I'm going to show you how to make a witchy, autumn-themed gazebo build in Palia. This build smells like pumpkin spice and makes me want to curl up in a cozy corner and sip my tea while reading a book. So, without further ado, let me show you how I created this build. You will, of course, have to have the gazebo, and I'll tell you a little bit more about how to obtain the gazebo coming up. I'm going to start with tree placement around the gazebo. I really wanted a foresty, enclosed vibe with this build on my main plot. So while we work on tree placement, I want to go over some requirements for the gazebo. You will need a grand total of 225K. I highly recommend cake parties. You will have to purchase all remaining plots in the drop-down menu of your decoration house placement UI, so where we are at now. So you can see that I'm currently on my cottagecore plot. You would have to hit that drop-down menu and purchase the remaining plots in order to obtain the gazebo. With the trees, I am adding a mixture of the juniper trees in here to obtain our fall vibe that we are trying to achieve with this build. I'm really pleased with Palia as a game that is in beta. I would like to see in the future an upcoming update to address the ability to search for an item or even more organization options in the decorating UI and the chests that you obtain some items from when you are out of this interface and decorating like more close up. But ultimately, that would be nice to see. And then also, I would really like to see the incorporation of different types of foliage, more trees, pathing, bushes, floral elements. These are all throughout the open world, and I'd like to see our own choices in how we can like place those on our plot as well. Today I will only be decorating the interior, and I really wanted to make a autumn themed witchy, very much like garden vibe where you can just like kind of go out here, sit and enjoy yourself, maybe like a little reading area. So we'll be using a lot of items from the Moonstruck theme in this build. I also wanted to add in that you can change the flooring of the gazebo. You can't change the exterior yet, but I opted to keep the original flooring because I really liked how it matched the autumn furniture modification that you can choose with the different furniture items. So most of the items that I'm using here are the autumn themed modification. Some of them are classic. The colors in classic sometimes match the autumn, and I just kind of use my own judgment here on that. So one of the main focal points is going to be our seating area. I'm absolutely in love with the Moonstruck couch. I believe that's what it's called. And I was offsetting the rug just because I kind of like that messy look, the non-symmetry. The grimoire that I'm placing right now is also one of my favorite items. It's very witchy, such a pretty item. A lot of the furniture that I'm using right now all go together. The bookshelf is a different type of collection. It is the Bellflower collection, but I really liked how it fit in with this build. Regarding lighting for this build, I'm adding some of the larger lighting elements. I want this to be more of like an ambient type of lighting. I always, in my real life and in decorating overall, I prefer ambient lighting over like harsh like fluorescent lights or like too much lighting. So we're going to be sporadically spreading out the lighting and then adjusting as we go along. I also am using some really expensive items from the market event that is taking place. I highly recommend cake parties for buying items. You can also, if you have a lot of pallium or if you have a lot of flow tree wood and you're able to make the planks, you can craft your own items as well. I did have to craft the couch for this, and it is pretty expensive once you start moving up to like Bellflower, Moonstruck, those type of furniture themes. But it is possible. There are farming groups that you can find in the Palia Discord. If you want to join a cake party, please consider joining my Discord. I throw cake parties pretty much daily, and we make a lot of money. So you're able to afford quite a bit of furniture, rugs in the sewers. So consider that as the easiest way to make money in this game. And I know a couple of you had asked, like, how do you get all these items? You must have a lot of money. What do you recommend? Definitely cake parties. So I would definitely look into that if I were you. I do have step-by-step instructions on my Discord of what you need to bring. And of course, you can ask any questions. Either I or my mods we're there to help. And we always welcome beginners in our cake parties. So, as I stated earlier, as of the status of the game right now, I find it helpful to pull items out of my chest that I think will work with my build and placing them on the lawn so I can just go grab them instead of looking through my chest trying to find that specific item. So that's what we're doing here. This item is really cute. It's one of the treasure chest items. It's called the Pirate Treasure Chest. I really felt like it fit this build, this little witchy vibe, because looks like there's little grapes on the side or flowers or something, but I thought it was really cute and I definitely wanted to incorporate it into this build. I just wanted to preface that you can use, I think it's Z while you are decorating to move things along a horizontal axis, either the Y or the X axis. But either way, I honestly just prefer like just moving things around. I think it's quicker, and I like using the grid as well. I feel like that's really helpful. That's one thing I really love about Palia. You're able to rotate things on like a diagonal, which really makes and fits a really cozy vibe. So I really love the decorating UI, and I hope that they don't do much to change it. I definitely don't want them to take the grid away. I love it. And I will be saving the exterior of the gazebo for a different time. I'm still brainstorming ideas, but I also just didn't have time, besides tree placement, to decorate or like make like a little pathway in order to like on the path to the gazebo. I do think that I will likely film that once we are able to decorate our porch. I do have a porch leading to the gazebo. It's kind of like the exit of my house. So once I am able to decorate that area, I will decorate the exterior of the gazebo even further. Right now, I guess the porch is glitched. You can't really place items on it right now. So I didn't want to risk it in case I'd lose an item or errors would happen or something would mess up. Just like in Animal Crossing, a decorating tip that is great for any build is adding food, bug items. You can even add fish items. Shout out to Nora for helping me catch this rainbow tipped butterfly. I had to put it in this build. And of course, the common butterfly, the blue one here. I think we end up just using both of those. I try to incorporate more, but it was feeling like it was just like a little bit too much, so we just have the 2 butterflies in this build. We end up editing the other ones out later. I really wanted to show off this candle table. I forget the name of the item, but one of my favorite items. And so we will be moving things around a little bit to make it more of like a centerpiece and to kind of balance out the lighting on the right side of our build. I think one of my biggest tips in this game is to make sure that you're crafting as much furniture as you possibly can. It's not really worth it to just buy all the furniture outright from Tish's shop because, say, you need another, I don't know, you need another couch. Well, you can just craft it instead of waiting for it to appear in Tish's shop. And you do unlock all of the different recipes by crafting one, it unlocks another. So the build is coming along nicely. I think we need to make a few final adjustments, and I do want to add a rug in underneath our grimoire. So we'll do that next. Okay, we are finished with our build, so I wanted to give you a little tour in the daytime. let me know what you think of our Witchy Autumncore Gazebo. Lots of plants, lots of very cozy and chill vibes. Let me know in the comments what you think, and do you have a gazebo on your plot yet? Also, consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed your time with me today, hitting that like button, and also turning on notifications so you do not miss my next videos. And with that being said, I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day or rest of your night. Consider joining the Discord, and if not, then I shall see you all next time.